Okay, so here we are, and we're walking through what we thought was originally what?
Farmer's market.
Yeah, we thought it was originally a farmer's market, but what actually is it?
Turkish festival.
So a Turkish festival where we learn about like the culture and cuisine and all that sort of stuff, and where?
Turkey.
A turkey, right? No, we're not talking about the bird that we eat for, you know, Thanksgiving.
That
Some people eat for Thanksgiving. We're talking about the country of Turkey, right? And the country of Turkey, everybody knows, is where?
On the other side of the world.
There you have it. It's on the other side of the world. Well, that's a safe one. So behind me is a typical vehicle of Washington, D.C. This is the Presidential Motorcade Alternative Limousine, otherwise known as the duck vehicle. Maybe? Maybe not?
It's just wrong.
So behind us, my first thought was it's got to be the entrance for the Men in Black facility. This is the Department of Justice. We noticed these giant ornate doors. There's no way to get in, right? I'm thinking, did they even open? But then we noticed these huge ornate doors have what?
A little tiny doorbell.
You guys see that? You see that little doorbell over there? Crazy little tiny doorbell. You go up to it, bing bong, and then maybe you get in, maybe you don't. I don't know.
Like the Wizard of Oz.
It is look like the Wizard of Oz. This is like the gates to the Emerald City, right? I don't know what the deal is. So, it's like Frankenstein's castle. It's like you're not getting in. So here we are at FDR's memorial, and you'll notice that it isn't some giant statue or some big Parthenon thing. It's just a little block with a little inscription that says, "In memory of Franklin Delano Roosevelt." And the size of the block is about the size of his desk that he had in the Oval Office. And it says down here that before he died, he called one of his good friends in the White House and said, "If anybody does a memorial for me, I just want them to do something that's about this size, really plain, I don't care what it's made out of, and I just want it put on that grassy plot over there by the Archives building, which is right behind us." And so that's what they did. About 20 years after his death, some good friends of his decided to do that for him. Pretty cool that it's just kind of like nondescript and plain, very humble, right? You're way too cool for this, aren't you? You're just like shades and man, I'm too cool for this, man. So here we are at what, sweetie?
The museum.
The newseum, kind of a play on words, but it's about all of the press coverage around the world, or around the United States, I should say. And here in front of the museum is the front page from every major newspaper in the United States. One representing, I think, every single state. So starting here, you got Alabama, and it just goes all the way down to whatever's last. What is the last state that you need in terms of alphabetically? Wyoming. There you go. That far.
Good job, Hawaii. We also support Operation Christmas Child. Because I love to read, and they're closing down a library in Maine to save tax dollars, I just think that's wrong. Isn't it? No.
I'm kind of upset, aren't you? You're not upset? Well, it's under renovation. I mean, we came all this way, won the competition, and there's scaffolding up, you can't go on the steps. I'm going to talk to our representative about this. We should call our senator. What do you think? Say, what's the deal? We call our representative maybe? In like the house? You have him on speed dial. Why don't you get him? Go ahead, call him.
Hello.
Do you know who our representative is?
No.
Buck McKeon is our representative. Hey Buck, this is uncalled for. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I know. There's a lot of more important things going on overseas and stuff like that, and the economy, whatever. But I mean, you got to get this, construction, this renovation done, because it's getting ridiculous. So here we are in front of the U.S. House of Representatives. It's on moment and just contemplate the kind of the weight of the issues that are going on in Congress right now. Here we are walking through the National Mall, and we're going to the Natural History Museum. What are you gonna say? Is that a statue or is that somebody real?
Real.
Real? Really? You'd never know.
We're at the Natural History Museum, and the first thing you see when you walk in is an elephant! His name's Henry. Yeah.
Do you love elephants?
Yes. Elephants are my favorite animal.
We're checking out the elephants and some of the stuff that's actual fact that's in this museum. This is a hind leg of an elephant, and over there is a left hind leg. It's still a hind leg. And then over there is a front leg or foreleg, and they're like giant columns. These things are huge. Are they huge?
Yeah.
They're just bigger than your whole body almost, huh?
Who's taller, an elephant leg or you?
Elephant leg. Right there.
See, when we walked like 6 miles and 7 miles in flip-flops today, and this tile floor in here is like ice cold. It's like an ice pack on our feet. They're actually reducing the swelling. It's fantastic. There's a tip for you. A tip for traveling flip-flops in the 82-degree weather in Washington, D.C. Pretty much anywhere.
Wear tennis shoes.
Yeah, or you could do that. So I was considering a few different things for Danielle for our anniversary, and this necklace was one of them, but she's not a big fan of blue diamonds, so we opted against it. This is the Hope diamond. Blue, 45 carats. You know, with a few other diamonds around it. Bigger than my knuckles. Hello. So we're getting ready to go into the mine gallery.
Mind?
Mine gallery.
In this case, all that glitters is gold.
Okay, here we are riding on our bike shares. We rented bikes and we're gonna go. Danielle's in a skirt, and she's not that great of a bike rider anyway, so this should be interesting. Expect a bus and or pedicab, some sort of accident to take place, and I'll show you the aftermath. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do this. See if I can ride a bike and do this at the same time. What are we doing? We're riding our bikes down the middle of the road. What? Well, behind us is the Capitol. Isn't that cool? All right, I gotta make a turn. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. Hold on. I don't even know what building we're in. It's an old post office or something. Kind of cool. As long as I don't run into somebody.
What is that, her?
The pencil, apparently, for some of these people.
Here, sweet.
In this temple, as in the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is what is that word?
Enshrined.
Enshrined forever.
Riding, and a whole bunch of birds flew over me and pooped like right by me. You should have heard everybody.
There they go.
It wasn't birds. Look them all. Okay, a bunch of geese. Almost pooped on my head. Not cool.
Charlie's the one who's afraid of birds.
Charlie, where are we at? Charlie, where are we at?
Museum.
Ford's Theater.
Here we are at Ford's Theater, and that's the famous balcony where John Wilkes Booth shot him and then jumped out onto the stage. It's a decent jump. What do you think? Look at Harley over there. She's kind of an inquisitive little one, isn't she?
So we're seeing Diamond Miss Daisy tonight.
So here we are at Founding Farmers Restaurant for dinner. After we went to a play, we saw Driving Miss Daisy at Ford's Theater, where Lincoln was shot. And we just ordered some kettle corn. Check this out.
I got kettle corn for an appetizer. This is the best restaurant ever.
Candy corn flatbread. What? Oh, and cornbread. With sea salt or something. It's supposed to be really yummy. Oh. I'm exhausted. So, I'm gonna go to sleep.